thought you might enjoy a compilation of some videos that I took while I was out on the scouting trip. I thought about just leaving the sound of my four-wheeler humming, but there's some problems with that, including wind noise that was really, really loud. So thought I'd narrate it a little bit. Here we are, we're heading out from Atomic City here, probably already about 10 miles out. We're on the north side of the Big Southern Butte. It was a little bit of a rainy, cloudy day. There were patches of rain. Looks like the weather is going to be a lot more clear for our ride on Saturday. These are pretty good representations of the different trails. This is not a complicated ride. I mean, the trails will still bite you if you're not paying attention. There's ruts and things like that, but they're actually really nice trails. There's one that I'll mention when we get up here that's a little bumpy, but pretty good trails. It's hard to see the real beauty of this area on a video where it's on my phone and it's such a wide angle that you don't see the little buttes popping up out in the background, and you don't see the mountain range very well. It's a lot closer. Well, it's still far away, but it looks a lot closer than what you see in these videos. But it's a nice, just enjoyable trail to ride. Just some nice views along the way, and just a great way to enjoy the day out on the trail. I think this actual trail right here I cut out of the final recommendation. It was kind of a trail to nowhere. It's a really nice road though. It was a fun ride when I did it, but it doesn't really get us to the point of this road, which is to go over to the craters of the moon and kind of skirt it, but it is still a representation of some of these better roads that we ride while we're out there. But I think this one and one other one I actually cut from the final recommended route. When I say recommended route, I mean that our events are not guided tours. We just provide an opportunity for people to go out and enjoy each other's company and ride trails. And so where you go and how you do things are up to you. We just provide a place to park and get started, and a map of a recommended route if you want. So here's another one. This is a good representation of the ride along the craters of the moon. This is another one I think I cut from the final recommended route because it just took more time, and there's other trails that were representative of that we're still using. This one is probably the most bumpy trail or part of that area. You'll notice that there's kind of a third track in there, and that's the bumpy part, especially for four-wheelers, because you're kind of riding the center line with that one tire and you're hitting sagebrush and stuff. And here's where I started seeing the wildlife. By the way, back to that bumpy trail, it's not so bad for UTVs and for full-size vehicles that have good suspension. Sorry for the camera work here. I was trying to zoom in actually with my cell phone, and times when I just got excited to watch the wildlife and forgot what I was supposed to be doing with my camera. But these pronghorns were beautiful. This was a pretty small herd of pronghorn, but just gorgeous wildlife that day. Hopefully we'll see some more on the actual ride. This ride back now, so we've gone on the north side of the Big Butte, we've come down along Craters of the Moon, and now we're heading back over the desert, heading east, and we're going to cross over the southern part of the Big Butte. And it's just a beautiful ride. Again, this is one of these areas where you can. Part of it was a little rougher than this, rougher than that last trail, but for the most part, they're pretty nice trails heading back. And then after this point, they're just really nice. Actually, until you get right back to over by Cedar Butte, for those of you that came to the first event, where you start hitting those lava rock patches again. I just think this is really pretty. It's just kind of fun riding towards the Big Butte. It's a great ride. Enjoying it so much there, I about got sucked into that mud. The video doesn't show how close I came to having a mishap right there. Then this is the ride back over to Cedar Butte there on the right, and you can see the Twin Buttes off in the distance. And now we're heading back towards Atomic City. So hopefully you're able to make it to the event. And if not, we'll see you another time.